Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome back. It is exactly 8:53 a.m. A reminder that just shortly after 9 o'clock, we'll be talking with our news correspondent, Zahid Jadwid, with the news bulletin of the day. But first up, we have a local community member involved in a very important project at the Bosmont Masjid and Madrasa complex. He's the chairperson of the management committee of the Bosmont and Madrasa committee. He is Faizel Sallie. He has been in this position for a very, very long time. Alhamdulillah, to upkeep and maintain this very important facility, and that is the mosque and the madrasa in that part of the city, and that is in Bosmont, Johannesburg. Faizel Sallie, assalamu alaikum, welcome to the program.
Wa alaikum salam and assalamu alaikum to all the listeners and viewers out there.
Okay, I know you. Pleasure. I know you've been hard at work. You've been on the committee for a very, very long time. And I know that you guys have yearly or biannually, you have all sorts of fundraisers, you have fates, etc. Okay, I'm just hearing some feedback. Pardon, I was just hearing some feedback. Okay,
you can respond. Yeah, Alhamdulillah. Yes, the big function was our fete on the just before Ramadan, and Alhamdulillah, it was a success. It was the first one in since 2019. COVID put a stop to us 2020 and 2021, and that was the big one. But just before Ramadan, there was a function. Or the beginning of March, we had a function. People started utilizing our facility, the hall, where we have our fundraisers. That is one source of income for the institution. We make sure that we get just to keep the facility going. And of course, for over 2 years, we haven't utilized that facility. We had to upgrade it a little bit. Because then people started with restrictions, of course, you had limitations with people coming in. Then, alhamdulillah, we got a donor that sponsored the painting of the masjid. And we called that in our campaign, that was phase 1. And the guys really pulled out all stops, making sure. And I think it's the first time we went through that sort of exercise, like in 10 years or something like that. Of course, now you do one thing, then you notice something else. And although that all happened prior to Ramadan, we were trying to complete the improvements of the masjid by Eid al-Fitr. It went over Eid al-Fitr, but majority of that was completed. Of course, then came Eid al-Adha. And we normally have a Qurban program. And what we noticed, okay, not that what we noticed, we needed to repair the boundary wall where the car park is, where everybody normally park, where we have our fete. There were some holes, precast missing. Yes, we fixed it. But when we started painting the school, we said, guys, you know, it's like, sorry for the terminology, we're showering, but we're still putting on our dirty clothes. And where we normally, I would say, store the sheep during leading up to Eid al-Adha. Some precast there was missing. And also, yes, it's not nice to say we have some incidents where people come into the yard, normally steal shoes, hubcaps, you know, the normal old thing. And we had a few incidents. So, and when I was a youngster, that was when and when I say a youngster, over 30, 40 years ago, when that precast wall was built, I did forward a picture to the studio, if they can put that up and show the people what it looks like at the back. So, of course, that is what it currently looks like, and we have to make sure we secure the sheep during on Eid al-Adha, a couple of days before that, when we made sure, you know, the sheep are stored at night. Normally they graze on the car park, but because we fixed that, there was no getting away. But this campaign to build a proper wall, That picture tells no lies. If you look at it, it's slanting. Um, Also, we need to reinforce the wall that we're going to build, because if people that's familiar with Bosmont, and particularly where Bosmont Masjid is built, it's I want to say swamp area and very soft. So I think that wall has served this purpose. That's the one directly behind the classrooms, and that wall runs till the courtyard of the masjid. So that's phase three. So inshallah,
Okay.
that is what. Yeah,
Carry on, carry on.
yeah.
You're
So
talking
that
about
is
phase
phase
three
three.
now.
Phase three that we're busy with. And Alhamdulillah, since we went on to this campaign, the flyer hit social media prematurely. But Alhamdulillah, before we could actually put it on our main social networks, we have collected about 7,500 rands worth of bricks. And
Okay,
Alhamdulillah,
so Faisal, what is the target for the total amount of bricks you require? And so let's look at the target figure, inshallah. And then once you do manage to hit your target, how long will it take for the wall to go up?
well, we've started with the wall in any event. We're looking at 36,700 bricks for that phase three. That is from the boundary wall, from the church, right up to the courtyard, the gate that comes into the masjid premises at the back. So that is 36,700 bricks that we need. And in a space of 4 days, we've covered, or 5 days, we've covered 7,500 bricks at this point in time. Now, that 5 rand a brick is not the cost of the brick itself. The 5 rand is the labor, the cement, everything to put that brick up. So if you take that times the 36,000, you were looking at about 189,000 rand for that phase only. Inshallah, by in the next day or two, we will have samples of the bricks, a pallet or two of the bricks at the masjid, so that people can see what they're buying. And Alhamdulillah, the calls we had, the support we've had, overwhelming suggestions from elders who does not know how to use EFT. They said, hey, we like to put our money still in the box, put the box in the masjid. And people still bringing that hard cash instead of transferring. But those were just to accommodate some of our elders that would like to support this project that we're taking on now for. And inshallah, by the end of August, we want this wall to be completed, inshallah.
Amin, Thumma Amin. We hope and pray that it is going to be realized. Undoubtedly, it would be, because we do know that there's some very, very hardworking and dedicated people on the committee, and undoubtedly this will happen. And please do give us a shout out once it's done. Send us pictures, and at that point, then we'll talk about phase four, because I understand that you guys are hard at work to truly upgrade the facility to where it ought to be. Alhamdulillah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all of your efforts, and
Amen.
may you be blessed abundantly for all of the
Amen.
hard work
Amen.
and dedication put in. Last words from you before we wrap up?
Now, look, we want to, I think the people that knows the area, I was just chatting last night to someone. It's nice to see the institution getting vibrant again. We were one of the masjids that were very strict with the protocols, and just to see activities happening at the masjid, they're not keeping the masjid gates closed. It really warms a person's heart, and we make dua that everything gets really back to normal. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all of us during these difficult times. We just now seen what's happening in Gaza. Everyone's got their own challenges, and we just make dua that Allah Ta'ala make it easy for the Ummah, inshallah.
Thumma Amin, and we will obviously put up the banking details and your flyer on our website as well, so people can dig deep into their hearts and deep into their pockets to make this a reality. And then in the future, we can talk about phase 4, inshallah. You go well. Assalamu alaikum to
Shukran.
you.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
9:03 exactly, Zaid Jadwat, our news correspondent, is standing by to bring us the news bulletin of the day. Let us cross over to him. Salamu alaikum to you, dear Zaid. Welcome to the program. And how are you doing this